What is up? How you doing? So, I have nothing here actually. Nothing. So by popular request, someone asked me to do a kind of a tutorial on how to do the Simplex support services mod, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so you can get the video that you want. Alright, I forgot who this was requested by. I could look it up, but it's going to take a minute. So, shout out to whoever you are. So, a bit of a disclaimer before I actually start doing it. The Simplex support services mod is dependent on ACE. This is ACE. So yes, you need ACE to be able to use the Simplex support services mod. And there are two ways to get it: through Zeus, which is what I'm going to be showing, and through the editor. But for now, I'm just going to show you how to do it through Zeus, because Zeus is easier than the editor, right? So, if we go down to Simplex support services, Simplex support services, you can have artillery, cast drone, gunship, helicopter, plane, logistics airdrop, logistics station, transport, and then remove the supports, right? So let's just do artillery. So in order for this to work, you need to place the vehicles with a crew. If it's empty, it's not going to work. They have to be crewed vehicles to work. So there is our artillery piece. Now we go over to modules and add artillery. You want to click on the little round icon, so click that. And then you're going to get this menu right here. Do not mess with these four at the bottom. Do not mess with these. These are fine as default. You do not need to mess with those. This is the stuff you want to mess with, right? Rounds per request. You can go up to 10. Extra cooldown. This is in seconds. The cooldown 90 seconds and 8 seconds. Normally I leave all this on default. I don't really care. So we're just going to call it oops, caps lock, hammer 1, confirm, and then it added it. So now if I go, there's my artillery piece over there. So if I bring up my ACE menu, I have support services, artillery, hammer 1. I can choose any kind from HE shells to smoke, laser guided. I can do AT mines, I can do cluster shells, I can do pretty much anything through here. Alright, these are all my options. So let's say I want, HE shells, right? And all you're going to do is select a spot on the map. And then you're going to get this interface. How many rounds do you want? I want 5 rounds. And dispersion radius, this is in meters. So if you want to have that artillery come down on one specific target, you want to leave this as 0. But if you want to bomb a city, you might want to put this up a little bit for like a very big area. Let's just go 30 meters and confirm that. And let's just go ahead and players teleport. Let's just go over here and then look to our east. We should be able to see these rounds incoming and impacting. Wait for it. Oh, splash over. Oh, I missed it. It was that fast. Oh, no. I missed it. Oh, come on, man. No way I missed it. Oh, it's still on the map, so apparently it's still going. Come on. Where's my rounds at? Okay, let's do it again. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, now you can see the rounds impacting. Boom, that's 2. There's 3. Oh, there's the 4th one behind that tree. There's 4. And there's 5. Alright, so all 5 have been done. Alright, cool. So that is all you have to do. All you have to do is click on the map of where you want the RD to strike, and it strikes. That's it. Extremely simple. It is not difficult to use. Bring up your ACE menu, support services, artillery. Yep, not ready. Ready in 25 seconds. So I have to wait another 25 seconds for another fire mission. Right? That's it. Super simple. Alright, let's go back into Zeus, and let's say I want... let's say I'm going to do transport, right? I want to transport. So what we're going to do is we're going to place down this helicopter. So as you can see, it says rearmed and ready for further tasking on our little menu right there. Alright, so I want to do transport. Now you have to be aware of where you place this helicopter, because in the exact location that you place this helicopter, it is going to count that spot as its base. So make sure that when you place this helicopter, that's where you want it to RTB. Let's say I want it right there. Alright, there you go. And again, it is crewed. It has to be crewed to work. It will not work on an empty vehicle. And then you're going to go over to Simplex Support Services. And then we want to add a transport. Alright, so this is going to be Hilo. Alright, and then we have a call sign. Respawn time, if it gets destroyed, this is 60 seconds until it'll come back. Again, do not mess with these. You do not have to do that. Alright, let's call it, I don't know, Red 3. Okay, so we're going to call it Red 3. Bam, it has been added. Now, if I go to my ACE menu, Support Services, Transport, Red 3, and then we have Sit Rep, Change Behavior, Paradrop, Sling Load, Loiter, Hover Fast Rope, so you can repel out of the chopper, a move, land with the engine off, a land, and a pickup. So, if I want the helicopter to come get me, I need to do a pickup. And this location will be rough on the map of where you want it. So I'm going to put it in that rough area, right here in front of me. So it's going to come over here, and it's going to land somewhere over here in just a second. As soon as we see it flying over from the base. Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy. Okay, get a little bit of water. So whenever it comes, and so you can see on the map, it also adds like a little air transport. It gives you the helicopter type and its call sign that we named it Red 3. So, la-di-da-di-da, should be coming. Maybe. It's got to spool up first. Yep, there it goes. So it's spooled up and it's coming across the map right now. Alright, so watch this. Come on, transport, there you are. Alright, so he's coming in, right? So watch the middle left-hand side of my screen for the dialog box when it comes up. Come on, buddy. Come on in. There you go. He's coming. AI is a little slow, but he's coming. Okay, arrived at pickup destination, pop smoke to confirm landing position. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead, toss a smoke, And then it's going to say, we see a white smoke, do you confirm? So you need to bring up your ACE, support services, transport, red 3, and then confirm new signal. Signal confirmed, clear the LZ. Alright, so you need to get out of the way, because if you're in the way, he's not going to land, and he'll just stay up in the air until he finds a safe place to land. That's why I put it in the middle of the field, and pop the smoke in the middle of the field, so he'll have a safe place to land. So he's going to take his time because he's AI, he's a little slower than a human pilot, and he's going to fly down practically on target of that smoke. He might vary off just a little bit, that's why you want to make sure it's in a nice open field so he doesn't hit any trees or buildings, power lines, the whole 9 yards, right? So, here we go. Make sure I have my earplugs in. Equipment, yeah I do, because this is going to get loud. So it says touchdown, load up, right? So this is your chance to go ahead and get in. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get in. Alright, so once you are in the chopper, to get this guy to take off again, you're going to support services, transport, and then you're going to click RTB. So that's why I said you have to be very sure of where you place the helicopter to begin with, because that is the spot that he's going to go to RTB. He's going to go in that exact spot. So that's why you need to make sure that when you place the helicopter, that's exactly where you want it. So, on our ride back to base, I'm going to show you some more of the support menu. So, SITREP, if we click that, it gives us our current grid location that the helicopter is in, and the status, which is green. He's not taking fire or anything. And then we can change his behavior, paradrop, loiter, move. So if I tell him to land with engine off, he'll just land and turns his engine off for like a prolonged stay. Maybe you're going to an FOB or something and you want him to land there and stay there, you use this. A land with engines on, this is how you disembark pretty much. And then you can tell him to RTB, and pickup is what you would need. I mean, you can click land, but pickup is a lot easier to use. I found out that pickup's a lot easier to use. So whenever you need extraction and you're trying to get the helicopter to come get you, use pickup, not land, or land with engines off. You don't need these two, unless you're trying to do something very specific. So yeah, that's that. Alright, let's go ahead and jump out. Okay. So as you can see, he landed in that exact position that I put him in when I Zeused him in. He landed in that exact position. So that's why you need to be very careful. Okay? So the Simplex support services transport, right? This works with air vehicles, land vehicles, and watercraft as well. So it is not particularly only to air vehicles. You can do land and sea transport with this one module, which is really nice. Okay. And so the last one that I'm going to do is the CAS, right? So I'm going to do this one. Any CAS helicopter will work. It doesn't have to be this one. And then I want to add the CAS helicopter. Bam. And we're going to call this one, I don't know, Cobra 1. Might as well. Okay. Oh, you know what? I probably should have stayed in Zeus. Okay, so in the same town of, I don't know, Athera? I think this is Athera. Or Grevia. Yeah, you can tell because I shelled the hell out of this place. Okay, so for here, what we're going to do is we're going to spawn in some insurgents. Why not? Infantry, let's just get a couple of fire teams, shall we? Let's just put them in the open field. And then I also want a vehicle. Let's just get a random Hilux. Okay. Cool. And so let's say that I was taking fire, right? And if I wanted to call CAS, what I would do is I would obviously have it marked on the map, right? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have that marked there. And then I'm going to my support services. I have CAS. Cobra 1, I have sit rep, change behavior, loiter, move, and search and destroy. Search and destroy is pretty much the only thing I use unless I need a sit rep from them. So I'm going to use search and destroy, right? And this is my enemy infantry that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and click there. And yep, there he goes. He's going to start spooling up. And so for this one, I'm going to go into Zeus and actually watch the fight, and you can actually see how the cast works. As soon as he spools up and gets out of here. Yeah. The thing you have to keep in mind is that the AI is slower than a human player, because the AI has to do a lot of, internal scripting and everything to get it to realize what you want and that kind of thing. So they're going to be a lot slower. And already he's starting to engage that infantry. So there he goes. He's engaging infantry already. These guys are popping smoke to save their lives. Oh, no, they're not. Never mind, it's just us. Ooh, there goes. Look at the cast. Look at the cast. He's just going. He ripped this entire squad apart. Yeah, he just ripped all these guys apart. And, yep, there goes that shrug. It's done. So, yeah, there he goes. That was, interesting. So, yeah, what he's going to do with search and destroy is he's going to fly around and scan for enemy targets. And as soon as he doesn't see anymore, he's going to RTB. But since I know that he doesn't have any more, I'm just going to tell him to RTB myself, because I know that there's no targets left for him to hit. And he'll come back to base eventually. So yeah, that is the very basics of how to use the Simplex Support Services mod. It is super easy. It is not difficult to use. But again, I will say you have to have ACE 3 to make this work. If you cannot get this menu, you are not going to be able to use the Simplex Support Services. So you have to have this. And I'm just going to do like part 1, and I'll probably come back with part 2 later on how to do like on how to do all this, the hover fast rope, the sling loads, the paradrops. I'll come back for that again. But and I'll do like different casts, and I'll probably even do a showcase of how like all this stuff works. So I'll probably like do like a simulated battle or something. But this is it for part 1 of the showcase. Show you just how it all works. So yeah, I hope this helps you out for the very basics. And yeah, I'll see you later for part 2. Deuces.